Hello and good morning. Welcome to an edition of StreamYard. It's been a little bit, but this is our first one of 2023, and I'm super excited again to come to you guys and visit with some partners that we have. As we do all the time, Valeo Behavioral Healthcare has some exciting and some really informational things that we want to share with you guys. And so my name is Lindsay Gutierrez, marketing consultant here at Alpha Media. And today I'm excited to be visiting with Misty Bosch Hastings. She is the Director of Guest Services at the Topeka Rescue Mission. Good morning, Misty.
Good morning.
And then we also have another guest who is the Homeless Case Manager, and that is Matt Baldwin with Valeo Behavioral Healthcare. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning.
Thank you guys for joining. Like I said in my intro, I'm excited. This is our first one of 2023, and I just don't even know where the year is already going. But we have some exciting things that you guys get to be doing tomorrow, and I'm excited to hear about that. I always enjoy doing these StreamYards because I get to learn as we go, but then I love that we get to share all of this information with the community and all of our listeners and viewers as well. So without further ado, Misty, I'm going to kick it off to you, and I'm going to ask, what exactly is the point in time count?
So the point in time count is a snapshot of homelessness in our city. So it's just one day a year that we go out and count all the unsheltered homeless and all the homeless that are in shelter as well.
Wow. And this was something that when we were preparing for this, it was something that it was really enlightening to me to learn and see kind of what all of this is. So, Matt, I have to ask, when and where does this point in time count take place tomorrow?
So it'll be tomorrow, and it'll take place throughout the entire city, everywhere. We're going to meet at the city neighborhood and relations building, where we'll break up into our teams and find out what quadrants of the city we're going to be covering. And then we'll head out, and we'll meet about 5:30, 6 a.m. We get out nice and early, trying to catch people still in their tents. Mm-hmm. And we'll be doing that all day.
Wow.
And it's going to be a great day, snow and everything. Looking forward to it.
I love your enthusiasm with the snow and that positivity. You got to need it. You're going to have to need it for that.
If they're in it, we're in it.
Yeah. Yes, for sure. So, Misty, why is this so important to our community?
Well, it's important to our community because we do receive federal funding based on these numbers. The federal government gives every state a certain allotment of money to help individuals in homelessness, and these do have the numbers that we find, they do have a factor in how much money we receive. Of course, it's never enough. We always need the help of community and city and other agencies that are partnering to help battle the homelessness issue, but this is a big chunk of what we have to work with. So the accuracy of the numbers and the commitment from the different agencies that are coming together and the community members that help us out is so important because this is the basis for the funding. And if we do the best we can and find as many people as we can, we'll be in a better spot to help others and create housing and programming for housing.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, when they say it takes a village, it truly does.
Yes,
I'm sure you guys see it every day. So Matt, who participates in this and how many volunteers? Because as you said, you couldn't do it all on your own, starting and doing it all day. So how many volunteers have stepped up and are right there by your side?
We have 34 volunteers that will be breaking up into 10 teams. They'll be covering not only the city, but also organizations within the city. For example, Cornerstone likes to go to Let's Help, and they help count homeless that come in and get services at Let's Help. We have a ton of partners that come and help us. This is an example of one of our little goodie bags that we'll be handing out that day. Aetna, as you see, has donated a lot of stuff to us. We got blankets for them. One of my coworkers, elderly family members, made a
Oh,
bunch of
wow.
them. There's like 100 of them down there that we're going to be handing out. So we got scarves.
That's awesome.
We got different drinks. Hot hands are a must on the street. They go crazy for the hot hands. And they love Gatorade too. We're
For
going to
sure.
have, oh yeah, I'm going to need this. It's a little cold in here. So we got ourselves stocking caps. We got gloves. We got wool socks. Big deal this time of year. Hygiene kit. Don't leave home without it. What else we got in here? We got some snacks, soap. So, and there's different variations in all the different packets. But Advisors Excel came and put those together for us. They did a great job. They were very fast about it. The police department's got their own volunteer group, and they came and donated a lot of this stuff to us. Fellowship of High Crest sent us the blankets. So like you said, it takes a village. We've all come together. It's a great opportunity for the community to bond together to help support one of our more vulnerable populations.
Absolutely. And I know Amy and I and the Valeo staff and TRM, we've talked about this before, that all of those items that you pulled out of that bag are things that you and I may take for granted.
Absolutely.
We may think, oh, it's no problem, we have those. But that's what I have learned to appreciate in working with you guys, seeing all of the incredible work that you guys do. Those are items that we may take for granted, but they are so needed and so necessary for, our community as well. So Misty, I do have to ask, with things have changed, times have changed, has the unsheltered and the homeless number increased over the course of the years?
Oh, yeah. It has steadily increased. Just a few years ago, Kansas became one of the top 10 states with the most chronic homelessness. As far as just in Topeka, the number of unsheltered, chronically homeless individuals increases about 6% every year.
Wow.
And we had about 400 homeless individuals last year, and about 45% of those were unsheltered, living in places not meant for human habitation. And we had a CARA funding through Kansas Housing Resource Corporation that really helped a lot of people out through COVID, and that's ended. And so what we're seeing now is helping agencies are several people who did not have another way to pay rent after that funding ended. And so we expect things to get worse because of that, unfortunately. But, we're doing what we can as helping agencies to try to prevent that. But, we can only do so much. And with the funding we have right now, so it's really important that we continue to get good numbers and show those to our, the government agencies that fund us all, that they're really there.
Absolutely. That it breaks my heart to hear that those numbers are increasing. They should be decreasing too.
Yeah.
But it's amazing work that you guys are doing. So Matt, what would you like the community to know about our unsheltered neighbors?
They're the same as you and I. They just want love, acceptance, and understanding, like everybody else that's listening right now. I love Point in Time because not only is it a great time for organizations, the community to come together, but it's a great time for us to get to know them better. This is one of our questionnaires that we're going to be bringing out with us to get their demographics, get to know some of their barriers and the things that they're dealing with, so we can try and troubleshoot those things and work and develop our programs around that. And it's a chance to just say, hey, you have value, you matter, and you're totally worth this effort. So what people need to know is that any one of us at any given day are just one major event away from being one of their neighbors. under a bridge. None of us are above it, and times are getting tougher. So be understanding, and when in doubt, choose love.
Absolutely. You said that perfectly, and I'm trying to choke back the tears too, because that is 100% exactly what we all need too. And my heart breaks when I see people standing on the street. They didn't choose that. They didn't wake up one day and say, that's what I want to do. And so again, I think it's incredible work that you guys are doing too. And Misty, I have one last question, is perfectly ties in with what Matt said. How can we as a community help? Because we, like myself, I didn't know the full extent of everything kind of behind the scenes. So how can we step up and help?
Well, there's a ton of different ways, and it just kind of depends on people's time, skills, finances. I mean, we need people with like actual people to help within, our helping agencies. We need financial donations. We need. There's a lot of needs.
Yeah.
But I think the best thing to do through my agency is to contact us and just have a conversation with we have a volunteer coordinator, and to have a conversation with that person about how they would like to help, or they could reach out to me as well. I'd be happy to help kind of figure out where we could best use somebody. And then the same goes for Valeo. They have a ton of needs where, um, just reaching out to Amy Kopp Hasty would probably be a good start, and seeing how they could help there. But there's definitely things that we can do, and there's nothing that's too small. Some people say, I want to help, but I don't have any money, and maybe I'm disabled. But I had somebody that called to help us out the other day, and she just called a couple Walmarts and was able to secure a couple gift cards that I went and picked up. So just a couple phone calls. So there's nothing, there's no barriers that if somebody wants to help, they can help. And I'm pretty good at finding them a spot to be able to do that.
Yeah. And that's so important too.
And like she said, if you don't have time, money, and resources, just love and compassion. You're passing somebody on the street with a sign. Look them in the eye. That's a human being. They're not scary. They're not going to jump up and attack you. They're more scared of you.
Yeah.
So just acknowledge their existence, acknowledge that they're human.
Yeah, and definitely, we believe in my organization that prayer is pretty cool as well. So
for sure,
in that,
I love what you said. There's nothing too small, and something small as a prayer, a pair of socks, a case of water. Those may cost you nothing. They cost you $5, but the impact that it has is just huge. And there is more happiness in giving than receiving, and it's just so important too. And so if you guys don't mind, I would love to be able to put your contact information in our comment section. This video will be posted, and so that way all of our listeners and our viewers have an opportunity to reach out and help in any way possible. So again, Misty and Matt, thank you guys so much. This was a perfect start to our 2023 to hear about the amazing work that you guys are doing for our unsheltered neighbors, because they truly need that help, but also that love and compassion. And so may we all make it our daily goal to be that person for them and for each other. So again, thank you guys so much. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and we look forward to hearing some great reports next month as well.
Thanks for having us. We appreciate you spreading our message.
Absolutely.
Thank you. It was fun.
Yes. You guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right.